Booger.
Nevertheless, grave danger, I fear, in his training.
Continue. Make a nice smooth look. There, a lot of pressure here. That's a programming percent reverse thrust. Accept it. I took this during Discord, and I'll have them of random stream during the week, and I'll see you then, folks. Yeah, that's it, folks. hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. And we will certainly make see what happens. The sea is climbing all over the place. So we're not crashing it. Right, those buttons. It's time for us to sign off. I think she wants to treat. Do you want to treat with the buttons? Do you want to treat? Okay, just look at me until I actually get off the stage. Excellent, folks. Pleasure as always. You too. See you next time.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. A few technical hitches there on the stream. Yeah, I'll get it sorted out eventually. Welcome. We're in Lviv. Lviv, as I said. So this is from a Ukrainian artist who did this. Both of these airports, they're on the Microsoft Store. And if you want to support Ukraine, at least this chap for sure, why not buy them? So I think they're pretty good. Now it's obviously very quiet because I haven't loaded the traffic yet. I just got a little bit delayed with technical difficulties there, so bear with me. I hope you're all doing well. I'm still having problems with my Windows. Yeah, still having problems, but that's not. We're here to fly from Lviv to Kyiv. That's where we're going. I don't know. Have I pronounced it correctly? Lviv to Ukraine, folks. I chose the Finnair livery. I couldn't have anything remotely closer, which is ironic because Finland is, and Buttons is kicking off as well. All hell breaks loose when I start this stream, I can tell you, folks. Anyway, so yeah, we're in. Let's have a quick look around. It's quite detailed, to be honest with you. Look at inside here. That's what was there. So it's pretty impressive. I love the way they start doing these airports now, where you can actually look out at all the aircraft coming and going. Isn't that pretty cool? He hasn't messed up with the windows. It's nice and clean. It's very, very clean. It's very well done inside. So it hasn't got any people in it yet. But I have no doubt that's going to happen at some point. But it's nice to have the exact airport as it was. I know I'm going to have to keep saying that. I know. So if you want to purchase this, it's on the Microsoft Store. Just go to Lviv in the world maps in the store. And you got Lviv and Kyiv, and I can't pronounce it. I'm trying to get the thumbnail done. I need to get the thumbnail up here. pyrogdev.co, right? So that's it for now. So what I want to do is I want to make the thumbnail. I've almost finished. It'll only take 10 seconds, so I'm going to leave this here for the moment. I'm sorry to have to leave my chair. I have to leave my chair to get the thumbnail because it's driving me mad if I don't have the thumbnail up, folks. So it'll take, I got 60 seconds. 60 seconds. So bear with me. Get your aircraft ready. Join us around the North European server if you're playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. It'll give you, look at the car that goes in and the gate opens. How cool is that? So they've got stuff going on here, folks. That's interesting. So bear with me here, folks. I just got these 60 seconds to do the thumbnail. And of course, as my new setup, it's just been very tricky the last few days, because it's always something to surprise me. Bear with me there for a second. Of course, I dropped my controller on the floor there. So bear with me for 2 minutes. I'll get this done. I'll have a look at the comments now in a second. Just 1 second. Just another 40 seconds. Okay, so I just wanted to have a more of a pronounced thumbnail I'll have to work on. We'll do another flight maybe tomorrow, and the reverse trip. Sorry about me having to leave my seat there, folks. Now for producer buttons, treat in my pocket. As you can see, I got another camera in here. There's the treat for little buttons. And of course, little buttons is just, that's what happens. She climbs all over me. There you go, Patsy Watsy. There you go, little dog. Well done, producer buttons. Okay, folks. Let's get the chat up here if you don't mind. I'm going to get the chat up here. What's happening to me here is that my other monitor is acting up when I use Streamlabs and I can't see the chat and it's all over the place. It's very strange, you know, sometimes with PCs. So there we go. I've got that on there. It looks like we're all good. We've got Flying Michi. Flying Michi, evening all. Just eating my dinner, he says, and I'll be with you. Great, because I'm late anyway. Lodi Reaper, hey, Gripper Sim. Flying Michi, how are you doing? Good. Excellent. So that's, I've got the Twitch stream there. Now let's get the YouTube chat here as well. Here we go. I've got the YouTube chat now as well. I just place these windows so I can see them both, if you don't mind, folks. Sorry about all this. It's a bad start, but see, this is what happens when I'm trying to get my setup ready and stream at the same time. So just weird things pop out of the blue. I can't even show you what's going on. So there we go. He's got these black cars going around. They're Mercedes, obviously. That's pretty cool. I saw one going into the garage here. I swear to God. I saw one going into the garage, opened up and he went in. So let's have a look behind Lviv here. So what's all that? What is all that? Don't know. Interesting. Very interesting. Sorry, but I'm constantly moving windows around here. I need more real estate badly, folks. That's what's happening. So I don't know what that looks like storage for people who wants to store stuff. You know, you pay for storage like in America. So look at this over here. Let's speed up the camera a little bit. I have to activate the window to work that. Here we go. That obviously was I can't read that. That's the airport. I wonder, was this the original terminal? Do you know? It probably was the original terminal back in the day. Like, we have an area, not as nice as that though in Dublin. It's the old terminal and it was tiny. So that looks like the old terminal. They probably use it for VIPs now, I'd say. Look at the way they've got the cars parked outside here. Look, has he got a bit of snow in his car? He does. Wow, fascinating. They're having a chat there. So it's pretty impressive, you know. Other than that, of course, you've got all the old communist buildings, of course, in that part of the world, in Eastern Europe, actually. They're all horrible old communist blocks, which that's probably default Sunni, which looks like, you know, the communism state. So there you go, Lviv Airport, folks. Nice big runway. And we're going to Kyiv. Now let's read some of the comments. It's actually good scenery and it's quite cheap. I'll tell you how much it is. The sceneries were, right? I'm going to get them and support our developer. I can't pronounce it. P-Y-R-E-E-G-U-E. I'm going to do a proper thumbnail and put that on the thumbnail for tomorrow, and we do the reverse trip tomorrow, okay? So I'm going to just give them a shout out as best I can. If we don't get many watches here, but why not? The one here is $16.99. The one in Kyiv is $13.99. Do you know? So if you want to support Ukraine and you got a bit of extra cash hanging around, help them out. Do you know? Why not? It's all we can do. Do you know? For now. It's got some private jets there. What's this? This must be see the C there? That's the reporting point. So if you come in a GA aircraft, it's worldwide. C, that's where you go to. If you're customs and all that kind of stuff, if you're flying in a private aircraft, which is nice. We've got a fire engine coming around here. Very nice. Taxiways look good. Let's see what the grass. Oh, the grass is perfect. Let's grass. Look at that. Bit of snow there. I love the way the weather is kind of, you know, they kind of do Microsoft with the weather. Do you know, the summer now that snow wouldn't be there, would it? No, sorry, Bob. There's an area over here. He's done a lot of work on this, you know. Spent an awful lot of work on it. There's a load of fire engines there, 4 of them. Have I missed anything? I know I'm flying around here in the camera too quick, am I? So it looks pretty. Now, in this part of the world, it's very flat. You know, the breadbasket of Europe. I remember studying that in school. Is Ukraine the breadbasket of Europe? There's the VOR there. I was here already. What's that? A few houses there. Okay. And the boundary all the way around the outside the airport. The boundary fence. Anything down here? Except for that building there. I wonder what that is for. I wonder. An admin building, but it's kind of on air side, so it's interesting. So that is... What are all those markers here? I don't know what they're for. That's the runway, folks. So the flight will only take about an hour, I'd say. Do you know? There's Ruud and Franks is with us, folks. Ruud and Franks, welcome. Also, we have Raptor X, or Ghost Rider. Sorry, I couldn't see it from here. Ghost Rider and 2T Sierra at the moment to join us for the flight on the North European server, folks. Just go straight to Lviv, LVIV. ICAO identifier UK Lima Lima. Our uniform Kilo Lima Lima. And we'll get going, folks. Now, what I haven't done, right, there's an update. We'll see how this goes. There's an update for... I'm going to move these windows around. There's an update for... I need more real estate with this monitor to do this properly because it constantly interrupts me. So I'm moving windows around here and it's constantly interrupting me. Fly-by-wire installer. So if you download the fly-by-wire installer, I want to get some traffic going here. Now, there's going to be no live traffic here or in our destination, but let's kick it off anyway, unfortunately. So, where are you? Boom. I updated it. I'd recommend to update it. I updated it there earlier on. Oh, uninstall. No, don't do that. Injector, start. There we go. Let's see if the sounds we get there. If I think that'll fix that error that we had last time. So we get some airplanes in the sky. There's going to be no planes over the sky here, except for us. Yes. Okay, let me get the chat back and we'll get started and we'll get the engine started and we get out of here. I think I've everything sorted out there. There is the YouTube chat and there is the Twitch chat. Let's have a look at the Twitch then. I'm going to pause this here because that's just taking a bandwidth here. Oh, windows all over the shop, folks. Okay, now here we go. Flying Michi is with us, says, evening all, just eating my dinner, and he'll be with us soon. Great. Lovely Ripper says, hey Gripper Sim, and Flying Michi, how are you doing? Then we got 2-3 Sierra as well on Twitch. Says, hey Gripper, how are you, 2-3 Sierra? We got Lovely Reaper. I'm back. Sorry, I had to feed my child. Well, Lovely Reaper, I also had to feed the buttons, and I'm late anyway, so... and he's saying hello to 2-3 Sierra on YouTube. I'm going to have to activate this window here. On YouTube, we got Clappy D. Greetings. Peter Bevington's with us. Clappy D says, Gripper, Mark Darko had a big birthday recently. Long time viewer. He's looking for a shout out from you. Oh, Mark Darko. Yes, Mark Darko's birthday, folks. He's been with us. I know Mark Darko. He's been with us for a long, long time since I was doing the videos when I started doing X-Plane. You know? So, Mark Darko, happy birthday. Long time viewer. What can I shout out for you, Mark Darko? Is there something you make? Are you doing streaming or something? I saw one of the two of the screenshots. I can't remember if it was you to do the streaming. So anyway, Mark Darko, MARCDRACO. Peter Bevington, I see FS Traffic has been released for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Be keen to hear any reviews. It's great and it's free. Oh no, sorry, FS Traffic. Oh no, I don't have SF Traffic. I don't know, Peter. Red Cap, listing, watch Peter, it'll have to go for 27 with FSL. Yeah, Red Cap says, listing, watch Peter, I think he's saying there, it'll go for £27, but with FSLTL there for free, are they going to sell any of them? Because I'm very happy with FSLTL. Ghost Rider's with us. Good afternoon. Grippery says, and Bolton's hope all as well. It is, except for the streaming, my setup. But it'll happen. We'll get it sorted out. What's all this then? That's Groove and the Great. Clappy D's with us as well. Clappy D, greetings. Groove and the Great says, I'll be on in a minute. It's going to take him half an hour to start the plane. Yes, it will. But I'm going to go quick. Lonely Reaper, hey, all YouTube and chat. Evan McCarthy's here. Long flight today. No, it shouldn't be too long. About an hour plus change. Recap, as I said, is with us there. Lonely Reaper is talking there in Clappy D. What happened there? My sound got off? See, it's just a madness. Yeah, the sound went off. What a pain in the neck. I don't know why that happened. Have I run out of batteries? It's on again now. There we go. Mystery. It is a mystery. Okay, let's get going. Let's get going. Okay, let's get the batteries on. Battery 1 and 2 on. We've got external power available. Let's get the INSs aligned. I'm switching them off again just to get it lined up immediately. Let's get the APU started. Let's see how fast I can do this. Ready? 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000. Boom. Strobe onto auto. Beacon we put on now. We'll switch on the cabin crew supply. And we'll get all the fume pumps going. Boom, 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 boom. Also, we want to get our flight plan. Let's do our flight plan, folks. Okay, so as you know, we'll do it from the very beginning, and I'm going to go as fast as I can. I'm going to ignore the chat though for a little bit, if that's okay, because I can't do two things at once. See, this is my problem. This display's fine here, and I can read the chat here, but it's all weird on my other monitor. I can't keep this up there, so that's the big problem I'm having at the moment, and I need more real estate. Can't get this monitor over here working. That is over here, yeah. And I'm moving windows around Goodo. I'm moving windows around Goodo to get at icons, do you know? And it's quite difficult without the real estate. I only have old televisions. I thought I'd get away with it, folks, with old televisions. I really did. There's Simbrief. Where are you? Simbrief, get up there. Get up there, Simbrief. There we go. Let's move all those windows back so I can see the chat. Go on. Where's the other chat? Where's the other chat? Oh my god. There we go. Okay, let's separate those windows there. Windows, folks. Windows, windows, windows. See what I'm doing here? I'm moving windows left, right, and center. It's just not on. I'd be expert at streaming when I fixed all this stuff, folks. I'd be just an expert, do you know? Especially with flight sim, because you need lots of windows for stuff and things, you know? Okay, there we go. Now, oh, that really slowed me down. Let's go, new flight. Come on, we're departing. Uniform Kilo Lima Lima. We're arriving into Uniform Kilo Bravo Bravo. I wonder we'll have the plates here for this now. Come on, Ukraine, let's go. Let's go. We're flying an Airbus A320. Make sure I get the right one. Boom. Or actually, look at, I can get, well, that's the A330. I'll do that later. A320. There we go. That's all you have to do, folks. I'm going to get a bit of extra fuel on board for 90 minutes. And it's always the first one that seems to be on by default. That's what I'm choosing, folks. So if you're following along with Simbrief, just use the first one. Let's generate that flight. Generate the flight. Yep. And let's have a look at the flight plan. Let's get a pen here. And let's have a look at that flight plan. Lonely Reaper. Oh, you're chatting with us. That's okay. Let's go back and have a look at this flight plan. This is the gump we get. Great. We've got all our stuff there. We're leaving runway 31. 31. We're arriving into runway 36, right? Our departure, our STID is Alpha Delta Bravo Alpha November 1 Golf. And arrival into Kyiv is Sierra Lima Victor 2 Whiskey. And that's our cruise level, 33,000 feet. Flight level 330. Great, that's all I need for that for the moment. That will do. Let's minimize that screen there. Let's get back into the cockpit. Let's go to init. Init request. Let's get, while it's doing its thing there, let's get the old iPad up. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's move along, but not rush. Shouldn't be rushing. Rushing is bold. Import from Simbrief, yes please. Yes, I'll have the weather, thank you. And we'll put it over to this one here. Departure, no matter available. Surprise, surprise, and an arrival. Surprise, surprise, no matter available. But look, don't worry about that. I'm going to make it up. Ground services. No, mass and balance we want, isn't it, folks? Let's start the aircraft. Instant, please. There we go. Aircraft loaded 60.3, 60.2 will do, and 31.2. 0, 1. Cost index, we'll just go 55. Cruise level, we set 33,000 feet. 330 will go in there. You can put in the entire feet if you want. The temperature looks about right. Let's go off to a nit there. And of course, my brain farted there just to be sure. Yeah, 60.2. 60.2 slash and 31.2. 31.2. Let's put that in there. Very nice. Let's clear those messages down the bottom. Let's go to the next page there and let's get our that's all good. Okay, good. Let's go for performance then and get our V-speeds. So V-speeds, we're going to go into departure performance. Why does it simulate the loading? Isn't it funny? We're departing runway 31. 31. There we go. Surface is dry. Flaps config. Always use flaps 1. Force toga. No, not with that length of runway. Anti-ice off. Packs are on. Load that. Load the weather. We can't. So I'll put in for the wind 0, 1, 0 at 0, 9. Will that do it? You know, temperature we'll put ISA 15. And QNH we put in 1 0 1 3 for ISA. And calculate. Boom. It's not going to make much of a difference. 152, 152, 154. 152. Can we just do that there again? No. 152 and 154. I know I could get another agents from an airport nearby, but there isn't any. So I'm just going to use ISA as much as possible. That's the standard pressure settings. Flex to temp at 60 degrees will do. It's not going to give us... Oh, it is 58 degrees, oddly enough. Okay, 58. That's because I put in the... made temperature there. Did I put in the temperature right here? 15 degrees, ISA, fine. Good, good, good. Flaps will be a 1 down 0.1. Down 0.1. Boom, that's it. And let's not forget. Let's not forget our actual flight plan, folks. Let's do our departure. So departure from Lviv, we're departing 3-1. And it's, excuse me, Alpha Delta Bravo Alpha 1 Golf. That's it. Right at the top of the list. Insert that. Go to the arrival for Kyiv. And the arrival for Kyiv was going to be... where was I? Yeah, 36 right. 36 right. Go down one there. 36 right, please. No, that's a via war. ILS 36 right. There it is up there, sure. 36 right, 36 right. Good. There we go. And our SID is Sierra Lima begins with. Sierra Lima Victor 2 Whiskey. There we go. That's it. Let's insert that and let's have a look and check our flight plan. So let's go to plan mode. I'll leave it at 40 miles. Let's just check that there's no discontinuities or any breaks. That looks all good so far. Oh, very nice. A nice typical downwind. Oh, very clever. Do you see? That's nice. I like that. You know, it just looks neat and tidy, doesn't it? Well done. Wow. They got their shit together in Ukraine. Obviously. They got their shit together in Ukraine, don't they? Yes, sir, Bob. They have their shit together. And I'm going to hit B for the QNH. It's going to give me... Oh, 1020. Okay, got that weather. Right, okay. That's the QNH 1020. Great. Let's go back to flight plan mode here and get rid of the... Go back to ARC mode and back to 10 miles. We've got the APO loaded. Let's get rid of this banner here. Let's lock the door. Oh, no, we leave the doors open. Okay, because we're in Ukraine, right? I'm going to unlock the doors because it's a free country. I'm going to lock this, undo the spoilers. We're going to put the brakes on, but there's no hydraulics yet, I'm thinking. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. That should be off. I didn't reset my controllers there. That's why the engines are trying to kick off. Let's back you go. Let's get pushback. Now let's have a look at the comments. So we're ready to push back now, folks. Do you concur? Does everybody concur? Let's see what you say in the chat. Not many on Twitch today. But on YouTube we got a bit of activity. You see, when I leave one day out, if I leave one day out, which I did this week, everyone drops off. And they're going to watch someone else. What could you do? I can only do my best, isn't it? I think I read that. Ghost Rider was saying hello to Buttons myself. Hi, Ghost Rider. How you doing? I read that. Let's go back here. Clappy D knows who's that person that was telling me about this developer here for Ukraine. He'll support someone in Ukraine anyway if you buy this. PY or EEGUE Dev Co on Flight Simulator Store. That is the scenery. I'm just typing it out here, folks. Sorry about this. So I just put a little thing there for him. If you want to get this and tomorrow, by the way, folks, right? Tomorrow we're going to do the reverse trip, so you'll have time to purchase the sceneries. Okay, so you're going to do the reverse trip, and I'll prove my thumbnail and all that kind of stuff. So there you go. I think that will do. Great. Okay. I said I was going to go to the chat. Where's the chat? I missed something. Clappy D's going LOL. Brilliant. Let me go back there because I keep going from the top down. I want to go from the top down. Reading the greats with this, he says buzz gripper a couple of times once he gets into the cruise. Do. Reading the great that'll do. Reading the great protocol is ask him to let. Reading the great protocol is to ask and let him tell you no first. Haha. I didn't read that. I have to go back further. You're saying hello to each other there. Okay, more chats amongst yourselves. Pushback says reading the great chair. Let's do that then. Let's get the pushback going. Let's get the pushback going. Okay, let's go into Fenix there and get the cruise going. So ground surfaces. The APU is on. We don't need him anymore. We don't need the chocks and cones. Thank you very much. Let's go back here to there. I thought the APU had kicked off. It didn't, did it? No. What a shame. I thought I kicked off the APU, folks. I did. Where is... let's connect the ground power there. What a pain in the neck. There we go. Give me the ground power. Give me the ground power. External power. It shouldn't affect anything, I hope. Please don't affect anything. Please don't lose all the stuff I put into the computer. Please, please, please. Oh, man. I gotta do it again. That's my fault. I thought I started the APU. Do you know, I really did thought I started the APU, so I gotta do that again. Do you know? That is an absolute shame. What a pain in the neck. Sorry about that, folks. I'm just gonna hurl through it now. Yeah, I know. Infuriating. It's my own fault. Let's just make sure the APU started up this time, shall we? Oh, well started. Was the APU generator off or something? APU is on. So that is very, very peculiar, is it not? Look, 152, 152, 154. Flaps 1 slash down 0.168. That's that done. Let's go to performance now. Performance done. Init is complete. Great. Flight plan now. Sorry about this, folks. What a screw up. If you're to do this in a kind of a race, do you know who'd be finished first? If I get very fast at this, do you know? Okay, that looks fine. We're getting out of here. Now we can get pushed back. Come on. Now, I disconnected the ground power unit. Okay, and all the power switched off. So what did I miss? Maybe it wasn't on. Maybe it wasn't on, you know? It's very possible that the AP wasn't on, but now it is on according to here. So let's switch off the ground power up here. Okay, that's fine. That's good. Now we haven't switched everything up. Now let's get rid of it. Come on. Push back, please. Push back, please. Good, good, good. Back off. We got the lights on. And put on taxi lights here now. Well, maybe not, because you'll blind somebody. Come on. Come on, push me back. There we go. We want the nose to be down this way. The guys are waiting for me at the end of the runway. Sorry about the delay. I made a aims of this stream. Didn't run as smoothly as I would have liked. This guy is not working here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch his off and on again. And that should fix that. There we go. Really nice. It's a nice scenery, you know. We expect to see a lot of flat land here. On our way to Kyiv. And I do like the approach. That typical downwind kind of... Oh, let's not go back too far. Stop. Don't forget to turn on the bleed air. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that was from Lonely Reaper. Thank you, Lonely Reaper. Let's not hit... that's the one. AP gen is on. Great. That's all good. Now let's kick off the engine. Let's start up an engine number 2. Let's put it on start. And there we go. We've armed the spoilers. The brakes are set to max. Although you can't see it, but you can hit it with the mouse button because the sun's in its way. That's all set. Engine is kicking off. There we go. We've got N1 here. I love the way the sun comes in here. It really simulates it very well, you know. Let's start off engine number 1 now as well. Engine number 1, good. There's 2-3 Sierra. We've got Ghost Rider there waiting and Shady Sim. Good, good. Come on, baby. Come on, Mr. Computer. Mr. Aircraft. Let's have a look outside while we're waiting. So we're going to do the return trip tomorrow, folks. So you've got time to buy the runway. So there's a red cap there. There's a few other people flying around. Otherwise, other than that, it's not very busy. There we go. Finnair. This engine's going to be available now any second. Let's have a look at the chat. Lagging. Yeah, damn it. This window, thank you for telling me. For some reason, when this window isn't active, when I haven't got this activated, it gets choppy. And I keep that in front now so I can keep an eye on it. So it's that laggy there. I don't know why that is. See, it's perfect now, see? So it's just, it's infuriating me and I can't find any answers. If anyone can find any answers as to why Streamlabs gets laggy, I've more than enough broadband and I've no problems with RAM or anything like that. It's not that. I don't know what it is, folks. And maybe it's the monitor I'm using, you know, on my right side. But it's absolutely infuriating me. It comes and goes, you know. Now that I've changed everything in the setup, it's come back with a vengeance. So we're all set to go. Let's start taxiing now. I see I have the screen up now so I can keep an eye on it. And all I have to do is get the mouse over to the other screen and activate it, and then that's fine for the next God knows how long. So let's go. Park brake off. Let's get in the air and start moving. Come on. There we go. I like all the glass in the front here. Okay, I'm going to clutter down just for eye candy purposes. Rude the Great says I'm going to run out of gas. I know, I stuffed it up big and proper. Having to redo the flight plan. I've gotten very quick at it though. I think. Very, very quick at it. Taxi lights. Very bold. I'm going to, once I get over this corner here, I'm going to accelerate my taxi. We kick off the recorder. Thank you, Clappy D. Where is the recorder? And I have to move all my windows again to get at it. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you, Clappy D. Thank you for reminding me. There we go. Windows set up. If I could make that second, now you can see my setup here clearly, can't you? There, you see, I have the TCA throttle quadrant for the Airbus here, down here. Here you can't see it. That's the Thrustmaster. I've got a Stream Deck here with buttons on it, so you can see if I just press a button here, we get different views and stuff. Let me just straighten it up here and I'll show you. Oh, I'm on the runway, not the taxiway at all. I'm backtracking. Oh, there is no there's no taxiway. You got to backtrack, really? Or am I blind? Yeah, you've got to now it's gone choppy there. See that? That's gotten choppy as far as I can see now. Activate that window for a second. It's all nice and smooth again. You know, I just have to go to the other monitor and touch it and it's fine. It's infuriating. Let's add a bit of power here and get back before everyone, you know, before everyone goes to sleep. Now I've got the two shots there. Okay, we're gonna go. I like the way he's got all those marks on the runway. Those are the touchdown markers, you know, from the tires hitting the asphalt, the runway there. That's very nicely done. It is. I like this airport now. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's stream. I'll be ready in time for tomorrow. There'll be no messing about. I hope. I only gave usually it's about an hour to prepare, and I only had maybe a half an hour. And then I stuffed up the thumbnail, so I had to start it all over again. Yep. That's not your concern. There are the two boys waiting. Am I breaking the speed limit? 32 knots to the ground speed. Okay, let's turn around here. I love the sounds of the cockpit. All the rattling. I do like that. Let's see if we can get this right now. Oh, the passengers in the back will be sick. Excellent. Let's get lined up here now. Easy now, easy. Let's get the takeoff config going. British wind shear is off, that's fine. I can switch it off here and switch it on here. Good. We're all green. We're good to go, folks. Let's start the chrono. Boom. And let's rock and roll. 50% of the power. 50% of the power there. Very nice. Stable and flex. Good. We got man flex 68. SRS, runways and nav, and auto throttle is blue. Pushing forward a bit the stick until I get to about, I don't know, 90 knots or so, between 80 and 100. Releasing pressure on the stick now. I love the way you can hear the wheels hit off the cat's eyes. Oh, I like this runway. Look at the way you can see all the buildings going by and everything. I like it. B1. Rotate. Very gently on the rotation. Good. Positive rate. Gear up. Oh. Oh, F12, 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 F12. 1500 feet. Power back to climb, but we're decelerating way too much there. See the damage you're looking out. So back to 10 degrees here. Let's get an acceleration here. 1500 feet. Power back to climb. Now we're accelerating nicely. Let's put the autopilot 1 on. Boom. No, it's gone choppy now. I'm activating that window now. Now it's smooth again. That's infuriating me. I can't stream like that. And of course I forgot to put in the altitude. That's what happens when you rush. Flaps up. Not much of a climb there. There we go. So there we have 2CCR red cap, flying midge, and Ruden the ranks. Ruden the Great. Is that slow? That's doing it again. Wow. Wow. Hang on. I minimize that window. I can't. No, this Streamlabs is killing me here. Streamlabs is absolutely killing me here. Now it's smooth. I don't know why it's doing that. Ruden Ranks, 2CR, Flying Mage, Shady Sim, and Red Cap. Anyone in front of us? No, it's just us in Ukraine, folks. It's just us lot. Keep an eye on that window for you. It's infuriating me. We get rid of that old message there. And of course, what it didn't do is we don't have our transponder on for obvious reasons. But I put it on. I put it on to stop the computer going crazy. It's giving out about null stick. Don't worry about that. Side stick fault. Calibrate null zones. It's calibrated fine. I'm not concerned about it. Let's put on the constraints here. And where are we? Within our constraints? Yeah, we're good. Good. Okay. Let us just get rid of my face for the moment. I'll just take the cameras off for real estate. For eye candy. And we'll put those back in a second. Let's have a look outside. Let's have a look at this countryside, folks. Let's have a look at this countryside. Mr. Rainbow loves coffees with us, folks. Well, that was the worst start I think I've had in a long time. It's going to happen the other occasion, isn't it? Recorder's on. Recorder's on, folks. I would say there's absolutely no doubt. Streaming wise, Flight Simulator's got to be the hardest. It's got to be the hardest one to stream with. No, I have my beverage. Forgive me for drinking my beverage. Let's have a look inside and see how we're doing. I didn't go to standard. There you go. And we're all good. Okay, let's have a look at the chat. Fly lives. Oh, it is off center, big time. Look at that. That's infuriating. See, this is the kind of stuff that keeps happening to me. See, if I move this, first of all, if I move this over to the other screen, I can't see anything here. It's all jumbled everywhere, right? Whereas it did work on that television, and weird things happen. But I know how to fix this. That's must have been me earlier on. There we go. That's the alerts here. That should be fine there, you see. So it's tricky, and I have to activate this. Just touch it. Just activate the window to stop that lagging stuff. It's very peculiar. I may have to remove an Streamlabs again. Maybe that's the best thing to do. I'll have to spend a day removing and adding Streamlabs again. I think that's the only way forward, folks. Do you know? So that'll be another half a day. It's very warm in here. That'll be another half a day. We get it sorted eventually. Looks good now, says Clappity. Thank you, Clappity. You can see the white bar there you see the white bar here? You see up here? That's how much we have to go. So I've got to play with Fly Live Studio and just make it a bit more obvious, because that line there isn't so obvious. It goes down, so I want to make that all that sort of stuff looks obvious. Producer Buttons isn't doing her job. Yeah, all the treats. Take all the treats. Swarming the brakes there as well. Get our lights on as well. On off now. We don't need the APU anymore. Don't need you. Don't need you. Lights are off. Safety belt signs are now off. We're good. Clappy D says, I think the issue with your OBS is the resolution of your monitor. Maybe adjust the resolution until it looks good on the monitor. Yeah, you know, I did actually. It was one of the first things. But it just won't do it. Now, it is an old TV. Now, I think they're perfectly acceptable televisions. I don't want to be looking to buy another monitor or another TV, but yeah, I think you're right. I think if I get if I'm going to have more than one monitor, they're going to have to be the same, the same resolution, and that may be what's slowing it down as well. I think it gets choppy because the resolution is 1080p on my right, and in front of me it's 4K. So I think that may be the issue. But I just can't afford that kind of stuff at the moment. So that's definitely got to be the issue. I must look up streaming with multiple monitors. And there's got to be someone in there talking about, you know, they'll probably say, look, you have to have the same types of monitors, same resolution, or it's going to cause you problems. But I'm surprised that it did work before I moved everything, and now it's not working. So let's have a look and see how far we got to go, folks. Okay, we're climbing nicely past 19,700 feet. 297 miles to go. Will we speed it up? So I'm going to increase the speed. I'm going to increase the speed, remembering I'm going to have to slow down. I'm going to go to 345. Usually will do the job. And I'm going to take over by putting that knob towards me. And we're just below. Just a little bit faster there, about there. We'll just go. We'll take it on the edge. So increasing our speed manually. 20,500 feet. And my windows aren't coming into play, so what we're going to do while we're in the cruise, folks, if anyone has any... Oh, here we go, hang on. Sorry, I'm just looking at the comps here. Tritz4 then said, she'll be the next one on strike. Oh yeah, she's supposed to be on strike next, yes. Clabby says, I have the same issue on a Samsung TV, but adjusting the resolution resolves it most times. No Olga on this flight, giving out to the kids. Because I was rushing so much, I got the time in to put it in the cruise. You know. I didn't get the safety brief in. Nothing. It was very rushed, and I don't like doing that. I stuffed it up at the beginning. I didn't have enough time. So we're going to do the reverse tomorrow, folks. So if you haven't purchased the scenery and you want to, tomorrow would be a good time. Oh no, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Now I'm going to look up this developer here on. Let's see if you can find him here. There we go. Oh, it's Orbix Direct. No, he doesn't seem to have his own site. Okay, so this developer here. I bought some of his stuff already, looks like. But where... I want to make sure I got the right guy here. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Pity you can't pronounce his... I can't pronounce his name. But this is the developer here. You can also get an Orbex. Now, I tend to buy it off the store. The Flight Sim store. Let me get my camera back here. I'm back. I tend to buy it off Microsoft Flight Sim store, so I don't have to go to all these different websites to because as you know, I reinstalled the entirety of my sim. Why is that window turning up? It does that. So this guy has developed the following: Belfast, which is absolutely stunning, Glasgow, Edinburgh, Tavat. There's Lviv, who we just left. Odessa. Well, that's another one I guess. That's another one. And where's the one we just bought? I also bought. Obviously, he doesn't have it on that store. Kyiv. So why isn't that on the store? Did I miss that Kyiv there? No, he has Kyiv as well on the Microsoft store. So they're on Orbex as well, but they're also on the Microsoft store there, folks. So that's him. Yeah, is everything back to normal? Good. Oh, Kyiv is a door spell. Shit. I thought I checked that. Yes, I bought them last night. And I thought I checked that. Anyway, he's Czech as well, I take it. So even better. Excellent. So we're making up time now, I'd say. Time to go 25 minutes, folks. 25 minutes time to go. We're hurrying along. Excuse my French. We get ready for our approach because it's going to be messy because we've got no weather. Do you know? So let's go to my flight and check the weather. I don't think there'll be any. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to go as close to ice as we can. So let's go to performance. And let's go to next phase. Next phase. Our approach. 1013. It's going to be a visual approach anyway. Temperature we put 15. There are ISO standards. I don't know what to do with the wind, so we put 000/0. Transition level is 10,000 feet. Okay. So just like in America. Oh no, America's 18,000 feet, isn't it? So 10,000 feet of the trans. Just gonna write that down. If the pen would work. Trans 10,000. Landing config is full. Barrow. Okay, let's see what they have to say in Navigraph. Oh, we got a problem. Oh yeah, I'm going too fast. Okay, because we're getting higher now. Let's go back down to 45. 340. A little bit too fast there. Oh, you can't disable it now. A little bit too fast. We're still climbing, believe it or not. Now, where was I? Now, Navigraph is my friend. Oh, actually, I was looking something up there earlier. Have I got Navigraph up here? I'll have to install Navigraph up. Oh, there it is. There, you dummy, Gripper Sim. So we don't have to come out to the windows. That's another window I don't need to worry about. Oh, great. Yeah, fine. I can't do that now. It'll have to be a window. It'll have to be a window. That's what happens when you reinstall your flight sim. All these stuff you got to put back on. It's a tough one. UK Bravo. I'd say the English are furious that they don't have to. They don't have UK and they have EG. Our approach is into runway 36 right. We want an ILS, please. There it is. Let me make that screen a little bit bigger for y'all, so you can see. So we're going to approach which is very unusual. Wow. We're going to be a little bit off that with the QNH. Isn't going to be exact, but we can change it as we go down. We can hit the B button. 3940 feet to approach. Oh, my pen isn't writing. Ballpoint pens are a pain in the neck sometimes because you write something and nothing happens. So mandatory 2960 39. Okay, let's take that one. That's something I haven't seen before, I have to admit. We're going to go Cat 1, so we're C, so we're going to be 632 feet on the Barrow. The go around is very nice and simple, all the way down to the hold here. Missed approach. Oh, okay, yeah, it's giving us a fair amount of stuff there, actually. Okay, fine, there's the hold there, that's nice. And that's all we need for the moment. Transition altitude, 10,010 feet. What is that? Yeah, 10,010 feet. Interesting. Interesting, different plate, folks, isn't it? So the Barrow is going to be 635. 635 on the Barrow. Done. Let's check the RadNav. The ILS frequency is 109.7. 109.7 we have here. And our course is 354. 356, however, in the plate. I don't know why it's different by 2 degrees, but let's not worry about that, which is unusual. We've got the VOR frequency for Sierra Lima Victor. Sierra Lima Victor, where is that? It looks like it's Chernobyl is the hold. No, it can't be right. That's not Chernobyl. It's surely. So there, Chernobyl on the brain. So Charlie Yankee. I'd like that. Oh, that's an NDB. We'll put that one in anyway for the hold, will we? Let's put that one in here. The ADF. So that is Charlie Yankee. Let's just put in Charlie Yankee. See what we get. Charlie Yankee. Boom. Which one is it? It's this one. It's not 3,135 nautical miles away. That's for sure. It's here. This one here. So we'll have you. Thank you very much. And I'd like to put him in the. We're out of frequency, but that's okay. We're out of range, so we can hold there, and everything else should be fine and dandy. Let's go back to flight plan here. We've got 217 nautical miles to go. We're 32,000 feet now. We're at the cruise. 32 multiplied by 30 multiplied. It's 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 96. So 100 nautical miles out, we've got to descend. Right. And we're almost at 33,000 feet. We'll be at 30 at our cruise here. See the colours are the same? Very nice. And we've got to descend then. Just down here. Well, we're going to slow down. That'll bring that closer. I'm going to hit the B button here. Okay, it's started that. And we're good. Let's see what's happening in the chat, folks. So is it still smooth there? Yes, it is. So yeah, I think the issues may be just the TV and the resolution. There are no televisions, you know. There's 2-3CR behind us, there's Redcap, and then there's a Prudent Ranks and the Tomcat. We've also got Flying Mage and the A320N as well. There's Shady Sim and the 748, and Ghost Rider in the 73M. So we've got a few of you today, actually. So tomorrow we're going to do the reverse trip, okay? Do the reverse trip tomorrow. If that suits you, let me know. If that doesn't suit you, yeah, very interesting, very nice. Look at the cloud below us, folks. Look at the cloud below us. Valstorm says, go to the arrival gripper. You should see the weather once you have the flight plan. Okay. Let's try that. On arrival, you should see arrival. Oh, on arrival, you should see the weather once you have the flight plan. Set manage speed. No, not yet. I want to go faster. Well, we don't need to go faster. Let's just, you know, I'm not in a rush. Now, if I was doing a turnaround, you know, maybe tomorrow we'll do a turnaround. We don't need to go flying along, do we? Let's put it back to managed mode. So it'll automatically go back to 280 knots. That'll settle things down a little bit. It's interesting though that we do have the QNH. We don't need to be looking at the APU anymore. Let's have a look at the engine here. Very nice. Let's put some lights on. I'm hoping for a golden hour approach. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's get some panel lighting here. And let's... yeah, that looks a bit nicer. Now, let's have a look at my little gizmo here. Alt F3. Let's see which looks better. Just different times of day, you know, it might look a bit better or a bit worse. Let's switch it off. Game filter. Yeah, game filter on with my settings. Now, there's 100 million settings you could have for all the different shades and stuff, but I think that looks a little bit warmer. It just pops out a bit. Off again. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you just see more. You see more, you know. You see more. And I love the fingerprints on the displays, on the dust. It's just super. Do you know? It really is super. So you got some lights on. Do we have any lights up here? No, I didn't. Did I put the lights on up here? I don't think I did. Did I put the dome light on? No, let's put the dome light on a little bit. Overhead's on. If you bleed, we don't need you. Everything's good. Very nice. There is Flying Midge ahead of us. Let's look outside. And let's get some eye candy here. I'll just remove my face for the moment. There we go. 16 minutes to go. Wow. This could be interesting now if I don't have the right UNH coming in. But of course just with the B button on Microsoft. Last time got booted from YouTube. I got cut off, did you? Reading the Great says, Gripper convinced me to turn on the live weather and I'm worried about this layer at 10,000 feet. Does that go all the way down to the ground? What to see? Reading the Great, right? Great thing about flight sim is. We, you know, I should be worried because I don't know what the QNH is going to be. Do you know? I don't know the QNH, really. Now, I could cheat into the B button and that'll give me the QNH, but we'll see. It makes it all the more interesting, and I'm fascinated with these things. Is if you know, QNH is so important. If people crash into mountains because they have the wrong QNH. They think they're 10,000, 1,000 feet above the mountain. They're actually 1,000 feet below it, or just hit the mountain. It might be, as high as the mountain. So it's very important. So these little things you see in flight sim, open your eyes as a real pilot. It kind of opens your eyes a little bit to the importance of certain things, Very clear day. Now I don't have real life time here. Okay, if I had real life time, we'd be in the dark. You wouldn't see a thing. So what I'd like to do is on the streams, just have it so we arrive at the golden hour. So maybe a little bit there, about there. So we'll arrive at the golden hour. That's what I'm looking for. This Danny. Danny, greetings. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Thanks, Happy Day. So, if anyone knows about this kind of stuff, I'm thinking, in the future I'll have to have a... have to see about these televisions. We have 159, so about 59 miles to go before we descend. That's an 18-mile circle there. So it doesn't say what that one is. It must be 40. 40, 50, something. Yeah, that matches up. Now, one thing I'm going to do here while we're here, right? I'm going to show you. You probably already know this. I'm going to get my views ready for the cabin. Okay, so I'm hitting Alt and the arrow keys, and that'll allow me to go back into the cabin. Okay. So what I want to do here is I want to get a seated position because I have to reset my view now for the wing views. So we're going to get our view first. It doesn't move any faster for me, even if I hit the control button. No, it doesn't. So I just want to get to that wing. If I let go of the Alt, I can go up higher and go above the seats. The sound back here is very different. It's fantastic. So how about this view here? Boom, and turn around with my mouse. There we go. No. Hit the Alt button and go forward. There we go. Let's adjust the camera a little bit. About to there. And what I'm going to do to save that, I'm going to hit the keyboard Control, Alt, and 1. So Control, Alt, and 1. That's going to set... Alt 1 will be that view now. Right? So I'm going to go back to the other side. Up arrow key only. Hit the Alt button to move forward. Alt up, up. Let's go down a few pegs here. It's a very nice cabin. And let's get this view here. Let go of the Alt and come down a bit, and then we get a nice wing view here. And I'm going to hit Control Alt 2. So now if I hit Alt 1, there we go. There's my view. Alt 2. There's my other view. Oh, good timing. Frontier is with us, folks. Look at that. Well done. You're doing really well there. Who is that? Let's tag up. I won't see the tag too close. Flyfrontier.com, folks. Here he is. Well, that's Flying Midgie. That's Flying Midgie. Greetings, Flying Midgie. Horizon Space, welcome on YouTube. He says we're hot dogged. Meaning what there, Horizon Space? Let us know. Hot dogged. Just up to the cockpit here and make sure I haven't descend. And to get back to your normal view, control space and put you back in the cockpit. Puts me a bit higher for some reason. Right, now, that's another thing off the list. 129 miles, 29 miles to go before descent. Let's zoom in a little bit here. So that's 20, 29, yeah, roughly, 25 or so. There is that brilliant downwind approach. I like that. I like that. So we've got a bit to descend. And everything's fine. What have I got to do? Is there anything else I got to do, folks? Let's think ahead. Right, so 10,000 feet, I'm going to turn on the lights. I'm going to put... don't really does that all the time. I'm going to put on the belts, put on the landing lights at 10,000 feet, and, as I said last time, at 10,000 feet, I'm going to arm approach mode. That's at 10,000 feet. Anything else? No. Let's see if we get the boys here flying alongside us again. Sorry about the camera there. How cool is that? That's pretty cool. So strange, yeah, I'm a lot livery. Yeah, the liveries, I have to have the lot livery as well, you see. Now, if we get more people fly the Airbuses, right, we can have a big, you know, we'll all be in a V shape. How cool would that be? This Rainbow Loves Coffee on YouTube says, remember, we're all counting on you. Way. Really nice. Nothing bad will happen, so shady. Yeah, I always fly with live weather. Good and the great. This adds to the immersion, you know. There's a wing wobble from Flying Midgie. Very nice. Let's have a look and see what that looks like. The passengers scare the shit out of the passengers. Air stewardess is another plane. That looks pretty cool now. Very nice. Just did a screenshot there, that's why the screen flickered. We're doing our turn now. Oh, we're gonna collide. It's all over. Smash. All space back to the cockpit. Now, that's a golden hour if I've ever seen one. Camera coming down, ready for our descent now. 10 miles. No. Yeah, about 10 miles to go. What did I say about it? 96, 100 miles. Out, 104, 100 miles. Yeah, that's not bad. So let's say that's 7 miles to go. Yeah, that's close enough, folks. That's very close. So what I did was I multiplied 33 by 3. And that gave me 96, wasn't it? It gave me 96, and 96 miles out. If we didn't have the little arrow here, that's when I would start to descend. Do you know? Oh, I forgot to put the camera back on. Dummy. Back. 5 miles out now to descend. So yeah, 95 miles out. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, folks. Don't forget to hit the like button if you're on YouTube. I'd appreciate it. Who's on YouTube? How many have we got on YouTube? I've got 19 watching on YouTube. And we have, how many likes? 15 likes. So if you're on YouTube, hit the old like button there. If you want to. That'd be nice. It helps, you know. It helps all streamers when you hit the like button. I always forget and I have to remind myself to hit the like button. Do you know? And I've got a decelerator telling me. The plane is telling me here, look. So thank you, YouTube. Do hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Now I'm looking here at there's a reaction here on Twitch. Oh, descend, Gripper Sim, you dummy. That's going to tell me to take more drag. I'm unwise and foolish. Let's put on a bit of drag there, shall we? Nice and slowly, it's not to frighten the passengers. Yeah, we don't want to frighten the passengers. It'd be interesting if we had the passengers modelled. So, you know, wouldn't it? Don't worry, we'll get down. So do hit the like button. I'm just looking here on the Twitch, what you can see here. Do you know? I'm looking at this here. Icebergs for all's with us. He said, Iceberg for us says, I'm always chatting and forgetting the checklist. I'm at checklist. I've got it somewhere, and I can't find it. So I'm going off the cuff here, folks. So I'm looking for 10,000 feet next, the next issue. I've had problems, as you know, Iceberg, with my Windows on my right. It's driving me up the wall. Once I have this, if I get another screen working, it'd be great. Because I'm playing with Windows left, right, and center. Can I get the other camera working? You can see the cameras. Let me show you here. I don't want to disturb the camera too much. I don't know if you can see. There's the other monitor. I can't really see it. Not really. It's not close enough. But I've got to move these windows all the time, and I'm moving stuff around and Avograph and stuff, and it's a bit of a pain. So I have another monitor over here. It won't work though. It's not working. I just need that real estate. It would be a luxury. Do you know? Let me get that camera back here for when we're coming to land. There we go. Is that what I had? No, that's not exactly what I had. Oh dear. Oh dear. I had it set up so well. That's not what I wanted at all. Well, there you go. That won't do it. What a pain. We'll just have to live with that view for the moment. Well, this isn't going to work either. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Not to be, you know. Come on. How did I have that set up? I had it back here, didn't I? No. No, that's not going to do. That's not going to do either. No, no. Anyway, that's my setup there. And without these key lights, you wouldn't see me at all. So it's USB all over the place, folks, is what's happening. might as well have that set up. Oh no, maybe. Oh, maybe no, that's not gonna happen. Oh, it ain't easy, I can tell you. It ain't easy at all. We're just gonna have to have that. There we go. That's a bit better. There we go. There we go. There we go. If we just stay upright, that should do. So at least you can see my hand on the throttles here. You can't see much of what's going on though. Well, for the flare, let's get that up here a little bit. There we go. There we go. Passing 18,000 feet, we're back on profile now, and we are going very, very fast. Interesting. I don't think that's going to work for us. We need to slow down a little bit. Let's get to Naviggraph here. So 3,940 feet. I'm going to go 3.9 on the ILS. So let's just set this guy up here. It's an unusual altitude there, so we're going to go to 3,900, and hopefully we get under the ILS. So let's get the ILS. We've already checked the frequency, so we have Indy November Oscar 109.7, which is correct. 6,700 feet to go. Watch for icing, says Within the Great. Yes, it is cold around this part of the world. We've got -10, -24, ice is -5, so it's -24 degrees, so we need some icing, and we're not far off getting into the clouds. Let's put some icing on. Boom, boom, boom. Window heat is auto. Let's put the wing light on. I think I already did that. Safety belt signs, let's put those to on, and to get the passengers ready with our stewardess. I can't hear that. I don't know if you can. That's my elbow on the way there. Butter the landing. Yes, I think I should butter the landing this time. Always. But buttering sometimes gets a floaty landing, and I don't like floaty landings. No one does. Do you know? You know who does? So we've gone below a little bit for some reason. We're not too far off. Let's hit the probe button here. Prog button will tell us, we're in 300 feet, 292 feet too low. I wouldn't worry about that at all for the moment. Let's have a look outside again. Waiting for 10,000 feet now. We've got 5,300 feet to go for our next little job. Here comes someone to fly by. So it's all smooth now. I haven't had to touch that other screen, so there we go. There's someone above us. Nice big green fields in Eastern Europe, folks. Lots of places to land a light aircraft. Oh, straighten up, please. There we go, recorder's on. Now we're back in profile. No identifier yet. We're not going to pick it up now because it's a cone, remember. It's only going out that way. The ILS, isn't it? I feel like I should be doing something. Do you know? Like fly the aircraft. Let's turn off the cabin lights for a bit of ambience. Oh, that's not what I wanted to have happen. I'm going to turn off the cabin lights, which means I got to go in here. I got to go to sim settings, and I got to go to cabin and switch those cabin lights off. Also, as it say, no, I want all this on, please. There we go. I'll have all that. Units are all good. We go back to my flight. The weather there. No meta available. No weather available. Let's go back then to our window view. What have we got now? 3,000 feet to 10,000 feet. There we go. Now it looks a bit better with the cabin lights off, doesn't it? Do you know? Can't hear Olga. Yeah, I couldn't hear Olga either. Let me check my sound settings here. I just changed this on yesterday's stream. You see, that's what happened there, look. And I changed that back yesterday. It should be here. Now let's see if we can hear Olga.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be making our approach shortly.
Microsoft.
We ask that you take your
Thank you
to your seat and
for telling me that. That was from.
We'll be offering more drinks shortly. Also, we would like to take this time to thank you all of our subscribers and members for supporting our endeavor.
That was from Clappy D. Thank you, Clappy D.
If you are not a subscriber on Twitter or member on YouTube, please consider joining in order to secure our adventures fair into the future. Thank you.
Icebird for all says too, I have SPAD next. No. It's another thing to have to worry about, you know. I'm trying to avoid it if I can. But I may have to relent there, Icebird for all. I may have to relent. Because every time, sorry about all these windows, folks. The Logitech thing, I have to load up the Logitech drivers to get the radios working. Do you know? Okay, let's start concentrating. 10,000 feet now. Let's put the landing lights on. Landing lights on. Icing's on. Safety belt signs are on already. Let's initiate approach mode. Activating approach mode. Approach mode activated. That's 10,000 feet. And we're going to take our left now for approach. Let's switch to the Q and H. Now let's see if we hit B. 1025. Q and H is 1025, folks. Q and H 1025. Once, twice, thrice, and fourth. Look at that. That is quite cool. Let's activate approach mode as well. Is it too early? Let's see what happens. Approach mode now is also activated. We've no identifier yet though, so we're not going to pick up anything else. But we don't have... no, we should pick it up by now. We're 26 miles away. Maybe... it depends on the range of the ILS, isn't it? Let's see what we get, folks. Let's move the windows of the chat. Clappy D says there she is. Is that the buttons you're talking about? I have to get a camera on the other side so you can see what she's the buttons is up to. That would be a bit of fun because she kicks off on approach always, all the time. She kicks off an approach, which is very funny. Okay, we're picking up the localizer. So we got the localizer, good. That's a very aggressive turn. What's going on here? Look at that. We're way off course here now. It shouldn't be turning that steep. Nothing bad's going to happen. Everything will be fine. Everything will be hunky-dory, I'm sure. We hope. Did I put in the approach? No, I didn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll will be landing shortly. Please ensure your seat
I see the runway lights.
is in the upright position.
A little
and
bit
your
off.
safety belt is secured. Our cabin attendant
If that is the
will be
runway,
around
indeed.
shortly to prop up intoxicated passengers. If your baby is screaming during the approach, please ensure they are stored in the soundproof overhead locker. On behalf of Reaper team and producer Buttons, we would like to thank you for taking a massive risk during this mostly dangerous flight. Thank you.
Are you getting on well there, producer Buttons? Everything's fine? Anything you... Okay, let's go manual here. Yeah, just got distracted there. Very bold. Get the camera. Okay, let's get the autopilot off and get it ready for landing. Flaps 1. No producer Buttons, not now, please. Autopilot off. Autopilot off. Autopilot's off my airplane. Flaps 2. Okay. I blame myself. Flaps 2 is 215 knots, so I was a little bit early, right? A little bit early. Now we've got the localizer and the glide slope. So it's all going to be good. Let's get that camera a little bit more. Gosh. 800 feet a minute now. Arming the speed brakes and the auto brake. Gear down. Gear coming down. No distance, but that's okay. I can see it. Let's make sure I get my view done here now. Very nice scenery, really, isn't it? Flaps 3. Oh, that's only flaps 2 now. Excuse me. How foolish of me. 3 greens. Gears down. Now we will go check speed. Flaps 3, 185 knots. We're good. Speed checks. Flaps 3. So I'm very light in the control on the controls, as you can see. Look at this. Look at this here. Every time. Every time just Buttons kicks off. Aren't you, Buttons? You can try and jump on my arm now and try and mess up my approach. And flaps full. Expecting a big nose up attitude. Let's see if we get it. No. Not at all. Now I want to come down. We said we want to grease her this time. I never grease this as I always could in X-Plane. Do you know, in X-Plane it was easy for me, and I don't know what's going on at Microsoft Flight Sim. No, go below, too much below the glide slope. 140 knots. We've got a tailwind. I take the 11 knots. No biggie. No biggie. I love the lights, all the different coloured lights. This looks fantastic, this approach. Now, it just looks fabulous. Now, it seems like we're going very slow, especially with a 10 knot tailwind. That's going to probably decrease greatly as we get down past 1,000 feet. Staying slightly below the glide slope all the time now. Very nice. So less is more, isn't it?
1,000.
A little bit. There we go. 6 knot tailwind now, nothing too concerned about. A little bit too much below the glide slope now. Don't go half scale. I don't, there's the auto marker. Don't want to go half scale. At the last bit, every time, a little bit high. I don't know why. It's like we're ballooned up. I wonder, is it ground effect? Is it ground effect actually doing that? And I have to put my arm there. Hands on throttles now.
400.
I don't want to go half scale either. No, don't go half scale. Don't go half scale. I over inputted there, I know that. There we go.
300. 100 above.
There we go.
200. Minimum.
Continue landing. See, we're not going to get those touchdown
100.
markers. Really? I have the power.
50. 40. 30. 10. 5.
No, I don't want the nose to go flying down. There we go. Reverse thrust. 100 knots. 80 knots. 60 knots. Reverse off. That looked a little bit better. Brakes off. That looked a bit better, I think. It did look a little bit better. Flaps up. And we will take the next exit. Smooth and gentle. Thank you. Thank you very much, Lonely Reaper. Great landing since Fly Michi. It was for a change, wasn't it? For a change, it was a better landing. This is what happens. Usually, when I'm on the last half a mile of final. Producer Buttons is pleased with the landing as well, folks. I'd like to tell you. We're going to halt here. And you can see your tail wagging, which is very pleased with the landing too. Thank you, Producer Buttons, for your input. Rudin says he'll give it a 6. Your landings are way better than mine. Well, I don't know about that. Producer Buttons. You're going to have to wait. It's not... Oh, it's 7:45. That's why. It's 7:45. And 8 o'clock she gets a thing. She gets a treat. Okay, so let's clean up this aircraft. Let's get all the lights off. You don't need the icing anymore. Let's retract the lights. They stay on. That goes to taxi. Strobe will go to auto. We leave the nav, wing lights on. The beacon stays on. Safety belt sign stays on. Anything else up here? Yes, there is something else up here. Master on. Wait 3 seconds for the APU. Yes, we're going to go soon, Producer Buttons. You can relax now. Okay, just be good. Be good, little dog. And calm down. Ow. We also want to disarm the spoilers. And the brakes are already off. And the radars come off as well. Predicted wind shear as well. And let's taxi back to a gate. Let's see what Microsoft Flight Sim says. Let's see what Microsoft Flight Sim says, folks. We will go and contact ground. And request taxi to gates, please. The airport looks great from here. It's just a different atmosphere. Look at the sky, the way the sky... Here, I'll come out here. Okay, let me write this down. Taxi 2. D8. Okay, D8 using taxiway Alpha 3. Bravo. Charlie 3. Delta. Ape Run D. Oh, God. Acknowledge. Okay, I acknowledged. So let's get Navigraph out here. Come on, Navigraph. And let's do Iceberg for all set, which is brilliant. Let's get rid of him. No, where are we? Where am I? Oh, boom. There we go. There we are. We're going to get out here. We're going to taxi to the gate. We're going to have a look around the airport. Then we're going to do the replay, okay? So it doesn't actually give you the taxiways, which is... Oh, it does. It gives the taxiways and the parking. So in that case, then I can see it now. Alpha 3 is here. And then to Bravo. And then to Charlie 3. Charlie 3 and then Delta. Apron D. I'll go to an apron. How dare they ask me to go to an apron? Where on earth? Oh, hang on. Alpha 3. Right to Bravo. Charlie 3. Jeez. I can see Charlie 2 here. He's sending us miles away. I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna go up here. No time for that. Okay, park back off. Let's taxi to the gate over here, please. We'll have a look around this airport. It looks pretty cool at this time of night, I can tell you that much. We'll just taxi straight ahead here. Oh, is that a light behind me? Yeah, the sky looks... different ahead of me, doesn't it? Oh, it's gone choppy there. I saw that. I caught that. Now I'm activating that other window, and now it goes smooth again. I don't know what that is. It must be something to do with, do you know? My apologies, folks. Any landing you can read about afterwards gets my vote. When you read about the bad landings as well, don't you? You can read about crashes too. But I've not crashed this yet. And that's not the intent. It's not like Sundays, you know, where Sundays I kind of take it very, very lax. And we try to get into trouble on Sundays and just to see what happens. You know, like those death valleys and bad weather and all that kind of stuff. Don't worry, producer buttons. We'll get you sorted out soon. Producer buttons. We will. We'll get you sorted out soon, producer buttons. Can I get that camera there? There we go. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Now, where is the gate? Here is the gate over here. It looks like we're going to 76 there. There's the boys parked up. I think the lighting's going to look good in this airport. What we'll do is we'll hop out and have a look. Because some of them, the lighting is terrible. But this one looks very good. Don't worry, producer buttons. You'll get your... It'll all happen in about 5-10 minutes, okay? Oh, you see what happens. Oh, we've got moving buses in the scenery as well. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Forward we go. Are we there? Exactly. I should stop talking. I think I talk too much on the stream. Okay. Park back on. Let's have a look. I was remarking at the sky down this way. Look at that. I haven't noticed that yet. Let's see the boys first. We're going to have a look at day. It's done that again. I don't know why it's doing that choppiness. At night time, it looks pretty good. Let's fly Mage coming in. That's Redcap and Ruden Frank. So the night lighting is very good, I think. Certainty, no doubt about it, folks. Right? What does it look like with fog? I think that's an STK thing, though. But I just want to show you what it looks like with fog. Can we do the weather to fog? No, I won't. No. Let's just go to daytime and get the replay done. I got to switch to daytime for the replay. And that, have another quick look. I'll just speed up the camera a little bit. There we go. We've got the traffic under the bridge. Oh. You can actually hear the traffic. Keeps doing that, folks. It's very annoying. I've got to get a new monitor, love of God. I can hear the traffic. So that looks pretty good. Let's do the replay. Well done on the scenery. Well done. Let's do the replay. Stop recording and a replay. We'll do the takeoff there. We'll just pause the replay and go up to the takeoff. Let's reset the camera here. Let's reset the cam. Let's have a look at the side. Let's take off. We'll have a look at this side here. I did like this departure because I don't know what it was. You can see the buildings fly by as you as you rotate. I like that. Let's resume that replay and just have a quick gander at the takeoff there. I love the way the buildings went whizzing by there. That was kind of interesting. The sounds aren't recorded properly. There, that's the kind of rollout you want. You know, you don't want to be getting close to a tail strike. Do you know? Ah, just trying to take my hand away. You see that? Are you trying to take my hand away so you can get your treat? Just wait now, it's not 8 o'clock yet. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. The landing. Oh god. A bit closer. I'll give it a second to load in all the sceneries. Hey, G Cook Scotland. G Cook Scotland's with us, folks. Let's get a little bit closer here. There we go. Resume replay. Let's do two views. We'll do this view first. There's the marker so I want to get. Just that, that's fine. And the nose was very high though, wasn't it? That's okay, we'll have a look at this side as well. We'll have a look from here. I will zoom in the camera a little bit. Zoom in a little bit. Let's get that eye candy going. There we go. And let's rewind a tad. Pause replay and zoom replay. No, I didn't really get what I wanted there. Didn't really get what I wanted there, sorry. Pause. The camera can act surprisingly sometimes. It's a very clean airport. It's very clean altogether. G Cook Scotland's with us, folks. Says Mr. Gripper, have you heard about the new add-on that got added onto Flight Sim TO recently called Sim Brief Panel? It's great. I have actually. I have to see about that. I'm trying to fix up what I have here at the moment first, because it's messing me around. That was an okay landing. The nose wheel wants to thump down though. I had to really apply a lot of back pressure to stop that from happening. But it was an okay landing. It wasn't the worst landing in the world. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have a look from the passenger side, and then we will. Oh! Let's have a look at the passenger side here. From that side here, and that should do the replays. I do love the sound inside the cockpit. Let's pause that. Passenger view. I thought it'd be snowing now in at this part of the world, you know. I thought it'd be snowing by now. Thankfully it records the lift uppers there. Spoilers. Let's see what wing flex we get here. That was nice. Oh, the wing flex looks very good from inside the aircraft, doesn't it? I'm impressed, folks, with the wing flex. Good night, says Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee. And good night to you as well. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Reading the Great says, that's a 6. You didn't have control of the compression. What's the compression? What is that? The compression? Thank you, Lonely Reaper, for watching. Hope you're doing well. G Cook Scotland's with us, as I said. And folks, thank you everyone for following along and watching. I better look after Producer Buttons here, because Producer Buttons is looking for a treat in a big way. She's getting very impatient. So I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if we get all those things fixed. But folks, thank you very much for following along. I know it's been a difficult stream. I've had some technical difficulties. I kind of slapped it. Yeah, okay. I suppose I did. What are you going to do? So folks, I won't keep you anymore. I know you're going to have to... There's some TV to be watching. So folks, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to do the reverse of this tomorrow. Unless you seem happy with that. So we'll do the reverse trip. And hopefully it'll run a bit smoother. So folks, thank you very much. I'm just trying to get that little thing here. There we go. See you tomorrow. For me and Producer Buttons. Ciao, ciao.